Hey, welcome Broken World Entertainment, and it looks like more bad news for Blade has hit because rumour Marvel Studios to delay Blade for the fourth time to prevent Fantastic Four from competing against DC's Superman Legacy. This movie needs to just be cancelled at this stage. They cannot get this thing done, and it's ridiculous at this stage. Especially when you realise when they announced this movie. So let's have a look here at Bounding Into Comics at their article about this. So, there's been a lot of behind the scenes news about the upcoming MCU film Blade, and none of it has been good. Unfortunately for Disney, it looks like that trend is going to continue, as rumours seems to suggest that the film may be hit with yet another delay, after being plagued with months worth of production issues. Having already been delayed in 3 occasions, it appears it's one of Marvel Studios' own upcoming films that will cause the project to get another pushback. According to industry insider Jeff Snyder, Marvel and Disney might reschedule the release of Fantastic Four, which is expected to hit movie theaters on July 25th, 2025, and move it up to November of the same year, which is when Blade was initially expected to release. 2 things there. Number 1, that's not moving up, that's pushing it back. And second of all, it makes sense that it's not going to hit that July 25th date. There's not a hope it's going to hit that release date. We've been saying that since the second they officially made the casting announcement. When they gave the release date, every single person went, it's not hitting that release date. And this is kind of showing you more evidence that it's not going to hit that release date. It's nothing to do with Superman. And let's be fair, Marvel were the juggernaut. They did not care what came out. They were even putting movies out against DC films because they knew they would just steamroll over them. And now you're telling me that they're shaking in their boots. We don't want to go up against the Superman movie. We better move. Yeah. Fandom Wire reports that this move is done in an effort to avoid competing with James Gunn's Superman Legacy, which is scheduled to be released just 2 weeks before Fantastic Four, set to debut DC's new cinematic universe on July 11th, 2025. Snyder says that Marvel could give up Blade's November 7th, 2025 spot, pushing the Mahershala Ali-led project back to 2026. Blade's production has been met with nothing but turmoil since the film's announcement back in 2019 during San Diego Comic-Con. 2019 is when it was announced. They brought him out on stage and went, Blade is coming to the MCU, and here we are in 2024 hearing about a movie that is now going to release in 2025 that may now not release in 2025. It was never going to release in 2025 and be pushed to 2026. This movie just ain't happening. So originally set to release on November 3rd, 2023, the movie had been delayed twice to September 6th, 2024, and now November 7th, 2025. Basman Tarki was hired to direct the MCU Blade film back in September 2021, but Tarki left the project just a year later due to the film's production shifts and creative differences. The difference was, we don't want Blade to be the lead. Since then, Jan Daminge, I think it's how you pronounce it, has been given the director's chair, while Michael Green was hired to pen a new script for the film. Thus far, the film has had 6 screenwriters who have been involved in the project. Last year, Snyder claimed that Mahershala Ali was very frustrated with the creative process of the film. At one point, it was rumored that Marvel Studios wanted the film to focus on replacing the titular character with a female counterpart who was going to take the mantle of Blade for future MCU projects. And that's still the case. It's still said to be fronted by the daughter, that he is going to be pushed back. The other story, of course, was that there was 4 main characters, and Mahershala Ali's Blade was the 4th character. He was basically going to be behind 3 women leads. The concept for this is still the daughter-focused story. It's going to be set in the 30s, with allegories for racism and whatnot being put front and center. The villain is still a female villain. We know all this. And I'm going to go out on a ledge here and say that without a shadow of a doubt, Mahershala Ali is going to walk from this movie. Now, we've been saying it for a while. There's constantly rumors that he has threatened to walk off. There's even a rumor right now that he has quit, that it's already done. That the reason it hasn't been announced, they're desperate to find a replacement, whatever. I'm telling you now, if this thing is not in production, I don't even think they have a locked in script yet. If this is not in production, at least by June or July, he walks. I guarantee you he walks. And if it gets officially announced that Blade is getting pushed back to 2026, I think he walks. I cannot see him sticking on. Why would you? Think of the amount of roles he's probably having to pass up because he's like, oh no, I'm starting Blade this month or next month, and these offers pass by, and then Disney go, we screwed up the script again, we have to restart it all over again. This movie won't be filming next month. He's passed up work. 2019. So this guy has been basically passing up jobs since 2019 because Disney cannot figure out how to write a Blade movie. If only they had source material like comic books to read. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? The movie needs to be cancelled. Nobody's looking forward to an MCU version of Blade that's not Wesley Snipes. Get rid of it. And if he walks, I think they scrap it. But either way, this thing, it's just a mess. An unmitigated disaster for Marvel. Anyway, with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.